After turning 75, many people begin to notice the same quiet changes happening inside their bodies. The legs feel heavier in the morning. Standing up from a chair takes more effort than before. Climbing stairs becomes something to avoid. Even simple walks can leave the joints aching for hours. For a long time, I believed all of this was simply part of getting older. I thought losing strength, energy, and mobility was inevitable with age. But the more I started paying attention to how some older adults remained active, independent, and physically strong well into their 80s and 90s, the more I realized something important was missing from the conversation. What I discovered completely changed the way I looked at aging. Most seniors are never told that after 75, the body slowly becomes less efficient at absorbing and using key nutrients responsible for preserving muscle, reducing inflammation, and maintaining energy levels. And when that happens, the body begins to lose strength little by little, often without people realizing the true cause. Weak legs, constant fatigue, stiff joints, slower recovery. These signs are often blamed entirely on age, when in reality they are deeply connected to nutrition and muscle preservation. I started researching communities around the world known for healthy aging and exceptional longevity. In many of these places, older adults continue walking daily, carrying groceries, gardening, and living independently far longer than expected. What caught my attention was not expensive supplements or complicated treatments. It was food. Simple foods, natural foods, forgotten foods. And one discovery surprised me more than anything else. There is a tiny seed packed with protein, essential minerals, healthy fats, and powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that many experts now consider one of the most underrated foods for aging muscles. Gram for gram, this seed contains remarkable nutritional density, even rivaling foods traditionally associated with muscle support like eggs. Yet most seniors have never been told how valuable it can be after 75. At first I was skeptical. How could something so small have any real effect on strength, mobility, or energy? But the deeper I looked into the science of aging muscles, the more the pieces started connecting. After the age of 75, the body naturally enters a process called muscle loss associated with aging. Muscles become harder to maintain because the body requires more high-quality protein and nutrients just to preserve the muscle tissue it already has. At the same time, chronic low-grade inflammation silently increases inside the body, affecting the joints, slowing recovery, and draining energy levels day after day. This is why so many seniors feel tired even after resting. This is why the legs begin feeling weaker. And this is why many older adults slowly lose confidence in their own movement without understanding what is happening internally. The emotional side of this is rarely discussed, because what truly scares people is not simply getting older, it's the fear of depending on others. The fear of struggling to get out of bed alone, the fear of avoiding stairs, the fear of needing help with basic daily tasks. Losing physical independence affects confidence, dignity, and emotional well-being far more than most people admit. That's why learning how nutrition directly impacts muscle preservation after 75 can be life-changing. Researchers studying healthy aging have repeatedly observed that seniors who maintain higher quality protein intake alongside anti-inflammatory nutrients tend to preserve mobility and muscle function much better over time. And this powerful seed keeps appearing in those conversations because of its impressive combination of plant protein, magnesium, zinc, omega-3 fatty acids, and compounds that support joint and muscle health naturally. What shocked me most is how many elderly people spend years eating less and less, believing that aging means the body needs less nutrition, when the opposite is often true. An aging body doesn't simply need fewer calories, it needs smarter nourishment. It needs support that helps muscles recover, joints stay flexible, and inflammation remain under control. And the difference this can make is enormous. Some seniors begin noticing more stable energy during the day. Others report feeling less stiffness in the morning. Some feel more confident walking longer distances or standing up without that same heavy weakness in the legs. These changes don't happen overnight, and they're not magic. They happen because the body still has an incredible ability to respond positively when given the right support, even after 75. In the first link in the description, we've included a practical guide for seniors who want to reduce leg weakness, regain energy, and naturally strengthen their muscles after age 75. Click to check it out. What makes this discovery even more important is that many older adults were simply never educated about foods that help preserve muscle mass and reduce silent inflammation. For decades, conversations about aging focused almost entirely on medications and restrictions, while very little attention was given to how strategic nutrition could directly influence independence and quality of life in later years. The more I learned from longevity researchers and nutritional experts, the clearer it became that muscle health after 75 is not just about appearance or exercise. It's about survival, mobility, confidence, and freedom. Stronger muscles help protect balance, reduce falls, support joints, and allow seniors to continue doing the simple daily activities that make life feel normal and independent. And that tiny seed became symbolic of something much bigger, a reminder that small nutritional choices, repeated consistently, can create meaningful changes over time. A reminder that aging does not automatically mean surrendering strength. A reminder that the body is still capable of adaptation and recovery far later in life than most people believe. In the pinned comment, there is a simple supplement for those who suffer from joint pain, constant fatigue, and difficulty maintaining mobility in old age. One of the most encouraging parts of this entire journey is realizing that many populations with healthy aging habits do not rely on extreme diets or impossible routines. They focus on consistency, nutrient density, anti-inflammatory foods, movement, and preserving muscle for as long as possible. Science now strongly supports the idea that maintaining muscle mass is one of the most important factors for healthy aging and long-term independence. And perhaps the most hopeful truth of all is this: even after 75, the body can still respond. Muscles can still become stronger. Energy can still improve. Mobility can still be supported. The goal is not becoming young again. The goal is preserving the ability to live with strength, dignity, and independence for as long as possible. Because growing older should never automatically mean accepting constant weakness, exhaustion, or pain as unavoidable. Sometimes the body has simply been missing the support it desperately needed all along. And once you understand that, everything about aging begins to look different. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and continue this journey with us. There are still many science-backed discoveries about healthy aging, muscle preservation, nutrition, and longevity that most seniors have never been told. And the next video may completely change the way you look at your health after 75.